Hello and welcome. My name is Erin. For today's yoga class, we're going to be coming to some stretches for our shoulders, the front and back sides of our bodies. Other than your mat, I would recommend having a cushion or a blanket, either one of those. And if you don't have either of those two items, you can always double up your mat to accommodate for any sensitivity for your knees. We're going to start in a cross-legged position. Once you come to your cross-legged position, make sure you're sitting up nice and tall in your seat, almost as if there's a string pulling you from the top of your head all the way up to the ceiling. And we'll take a few moments to settle in and come to our breath. You can keep your eyes open, just soften your gaze, or you can just close your eyes, whichever one you're more comfortable with. Coming to our breath here, you're welcome to bring one hand to your chest and one hand to your stomach. We'll take a nice inhale through our nose and an exhale out through our nose. Let's do that a couple more times. Filling up. And then exhale, letting it go. Do it one more time. Inhale, fill up, and then exhale, let it go. And then if you had your eyes closed, softly bring your eyes open, bring your hands down, and let's get started with some movement. As you come to your next inhale, slowly bring your arms up overhead, and then as you come to your exhale, drop your left hand down, and then reaching overhead with your right arm, making sure you keep your right sit bones down as you reach over. Coming to your next inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, right arm comes down, reaching over with your left arm to the right side. Inhale, coming up through center, bringing your hands down. Coming to your next inhale, we're going to come to a twist. So make sure you're lifting up through your torso here as you come to your inhale, bringing your right hand to your left knee. As you exhale, rotating your body to your left side, bringing your left hand behind you for support. And only going as far in your twist as it feels good for you. As you come to your next exhale, let's slowly unwind, coming back through center. Let's go the other way. Left hand to right knee. Inhale brings you, lift up through your torso. Right hand comes behind. As you exhale, rotating to your right. As you come to your next exhale, slowly unwind, coming back through center. Coming to your next inhale, bring your arms up overhead, dropping your left arm down, right arm stays up, reaching both arms back behind you, and then switch. Left arm is up, right arm is down, reaching your arms back behind you. Inhale, both arms up, and then exhale, bring your hands down. Walk your hands in front of you. We'll come to a little forward fold, releasing through our lower back here. Next inhale, walk your hands back up so you're in upright position. And then let's transition here to a tabletop. Slowly making your way onto your hands and knees. Now, if you do have knee sensitivity, go ahead and grab a cushion. You can place it under your knees for support because we will be on our knees for just a little bit here. Coming to our tabletop position, you want to make sure you have your shoulders in line with your wrist and your knees in line with your hips. You can have your toes tucked or untucked, whichever one's more comfortable for you. We'll start with a couple of cat-cows. So coming to our cow first, you want to make sure you tilt your tailbone up towards the ceiling, drop your belly down as you're inhaling, and lift your head and chest forward. Now as you come to your exhale, tuck your tailbone, bring your belly button to your spine, and slowly drop your head down between your arms. Inhale, coming back through to your cow, tilting your tailbone up towards the ceiling, dropping your belly down, head and chest are forward. Exhale, coming through to your cat, tucking your tailbone, bringing your belly button through to your spine, letting your head hang. Inhale, coming back through to your cow one last time. And then exhale, coming through to your cat. Then coming through to a neutral tabletop position. We're going to extend our right leg behind us. Now you're welcome to keep your limbs on the floor here, and then slowly extending your left arm. So you have your left arm in front of you, you can keep it on your mat, and you have your right leg behind you with your toes tucked. Now bring your belly button to your spine so you're engaging your core muscles here. We'll be here for a few breaths, so make sure you're continuing to breathe in and out through your nose. Now you can play around with maybe lifting your leg, or maybe you lift your arm, maybe you lift both and you hold it, or maybe you tap your leg down while you keep your arm lifted. Play around with it, see what you're comfortable with doing. Just remember to keep breathing as you're doing this. Make sure you're keeping your neck long here, so you're looking down right in front of you. Then as you come to your next exhale, go ahead and lower everything down, coming back to your tabletop position. We'll take a breath here and then we'll move on to the other side. Extending our left leg out, tucking your toes, and then extending your right arm out. Again, you can mess around with it here, lifting one limb or lifting both. Making sure you have your core engaged as well. And then come back to your breath. As you come to your next exhale, we're going to lower everything down, coming back to our tabletop position. We're going to keep moving here, bringing our hands all the way over to our right side of our mat. Slowly bring your left leg forward, coming to a low lunge here. Now you can use your hands for support to come to an upright position. And then from here, let's shift our hips forward. So our knee might track past our ankle just slightly here, feeling a nice stretch along the front side of your right thigh. Your right toes can be tucked or untucked, whichever one is more comfortable for you. As you come to your next inhale, maybe you just bring one arm up or maybe both. You're always welcome to keep one hand down on your leg for support if you need it. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears. And then exhale, bring your hands down, framing your leg. Coming to our half splits here, we're going to walk our hands back. Now you're welcome to have your toes tucked or untucked, whichever one's more comfortable. And if you have any sensitivity on your knees, you can also take your blanket and put it on the back of your leg to accommodate any sensitivity you have. Extending your left leg in front of you, flexing through your feet here. Stretching the back and front part of our legs here. And then slowly walking your hands forward, coming back to our low lunge. We're just coming a little deeper into it. And then bringing your hands to the inside of your right leg, swinging your leg behind. Bring your big toes together. We're going to come to a little child's pose. So your knees can be out wide as a V. Bring your hips towards your heels. And then walk your hands in front of you. Slowly bringing your torso down between your legs and resting your forehead on your mat. We'll take a couple breaths here. Then next inhale, slowly come up. Coming back to your tabletop position, and let's do the other side. So bringing your hands all the way over to the left side of your mat, bringing your right leg forward, framing your foot with your hands, and then in your own time here, bringing your hands to your leg, coming up to an upright position. Again, you want to have your knee in line with your ankle. Back foot can be tucked or untucked, whichever one is more comfortable for you. We'll shift our hips forward slightly so our knee is going to track past our ankle. And then if you're comfortable, bringing one arm up overhead, maybe you bring both arms up. Just keep your shoulders down away from your ears as you do so. Taking a few breaths here. Next exhale, hands come down, walking your hands back towards your hips, extending out your right leg, flexing through your foot. Again, you can have your toes tucked or untucked as you do come back. And you have the option to place that blanket on the back side of your legs to accommodate for any sensitivity for your knees. Take a couple more breaths here. And then slowly walking our hands forward, coming back to a low lunge here. And then bringing your hands to the inside of your right foot and slowly bringing your legs back behind you. Big toes together, hips towards your heels. Have your knees out at a V here. Enough space for you to bring your torso down. Coming back to child's pose, walking your hands in front of you. We'll take just a few breaths here. Then on your next inhale, slowly lift your head. Let's do a little shoulder stretch here. Keeping your right arm where it's at, taking your left arm and sliding it underneath your right arm, coming to a little thread the needle, and then coming down onto your left side. You can have your palms facing up or down, whichever one is more comfortable for you, whichever one feels better. Making sure you're coming back to your breath here. The next inhale, slowly lift your head up, slide your left arm back and extend it back out, and then we'll do the other side. So left arm is extended out, right arm comes underneath, and as you slide it through, coming down on the right side of your head, again, your palm can face up or down, whichever one is more comfortable for you. And then we'll take a few breaths here. Next, inhale, lifting your head, sliding your arms forward, and then we're going to come all the way forward, sinking our way forward onto our bellies, setting up for low cobra here. So point your toes, make sure your tailbone is tucked down toward your heels, fingertips right underneath your shoulders, elbows in towards your body. Bring your belly button in towards your spine. And then on your next inhale, slowly lift your head and chest, only coming up as far as it feels good for you. Rolling your shoulders back and down. And then as you come to your next exhale, slowly lower yourself all the way back down. Next, Inhale, push yourself up and back. Coming back to child's pose, bringing your big toes together. And then stretching your arms out in front of you. Bringing your forehead all the way down to your mat. Your torso is between your legs. Take just a few breaths here. Next, inhale, slowly lift your head. Using your hands for support, walk yourself back to an upright position. And then coming to sit on your bum and extending your legs out in front of you. We're going to come to seated tree pose. So with your legs out in front of you, toes are flexed, so your toes point up towards the ceiling. We'll bend our left leg first and then bringing our foot to the inside of our right leg. So you can place your leg wherever it is most comfortable for you. So if you want to maybe having your leg a little closer to you is not as comfortable, you can always extend your leg out. Making sure we keep our right toes flexed here. We're going to fold over our right leg. So inhale, bring your arms up overhead, and then exhale, hinging from your hips, folding over your right leg, placing your hands to frame your right leg. Then coming back to your breath here. And slowly walking your hands back upright. Grab the outside of your left leg and then extend your leg out in front of you. Let's do the other side. So bending your right leg this time, bringing your foot to the inside of your left leg, flexing through your left foot. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward, folding over your left leg, letting your hands frame your leg here. Coming back to your breath. Next, inhale, slowly walk your hands back upright. Grab the outside of your left leg, extend both legs out. We'll do one last forward fold. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, folding forward, letting your hands frame your legs here. And then let's turn this into just a lazy fold, so letting your legs flop to the side, letting your head hang. Taking a few breaths here. And then slowly on your next inhale, rolling up. And then coming all the way down onto your mat, coming into Shavasana. So coming all the way down to a supine position on your back, bringing your arms by your sides with your palms facing up, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. You can close your eyes or just soften your gaze as we finish out our practice in Shavasana. I am going to sit up just to hold the space for you as you finish out your practice, but please continue laying down on your mat. Just know that I will be right here and I'll come and get you as soon as the time is ready. I'm just going to go quiet to give you space. can start taking a deeper breath in and then making some small movements, wiggling your fingers and your toes, gradually making those movements a little bit bigger, maybe taking an overhead stretch, and then rolling all the way over to your right side, using your hands for support, coming to an upright position. And then once you come to your upright position, bring your hands together in the center of your chest to close out our practice today, just as a sign of gratitude for the hard work that you did today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed today's practice, and I will see you again next time.